Hello people of YouTube, it's Deepak here, and welcome to the DCS World News for the 9th of April 2022. I hope you all enjoyed that video there. That was my latest in my tutorial series on the Hornet, demonstrating the pre-planned mode of the JDAM, in that case GBU 38s, the £500 version, but it's also possible to do exactly the same thing with the GBU 31s and 32s. Hello Byron, welcome to the stream, sir. Next week I will demonstrate the target of opportunity functionality for the GBUs. It's pretty much what you would expect. It's not too difficult to operate and primarily uses your air-to-ground designated point. Hello Tog, hello people of Deepak, hello Stevie B, hello Stu. Yes, just jump over from one video to the next. It's exciting stuff. Now, sadly, we don't have dotChuckles with us this week. His schedule hasn't allowed for him to join us, sadly. But in any case, there isn't really that much news, to be totally honest, this week. I will go over the newsletter, and there was a small hotfix, but beyond that, there's not really a great deal of news this week. But we'll crack on with the show in any case, and as always, I'll be monitoring chat. So if anybody wants to make comments or ask questions, I am paying attention. Hello Levi, welcome to the stream. So yes, without any further ado, let's go and have a little look at the newsletter from Eagle Dynamics for this week. They start off by telling us all about development on the World War II stuff. They say, we're glad to inform you that the World War II bug fixing process is moving along steadily. We have already closed many outstanding issues, and these fixes will be available to you in the next open beta. If you've not already taken the opportunity to download the A10C2 Iron Flag Part 1 campaign by Baltic Dragon, you should consider it carefully, as it is a great way to expand on your A10C2 tank killer enjoyment. Another superb campaign, if you have the Huey, is the DCS UH-1H Paradise Lost campaign by Reflected Simulations. This Marianas, sorry, dearie me, it's not the sauce, it's the island. Based story is gripping and highly detailed. Take a look at the details below. And as many of you are probably aware, Buddy Spike has been hosting the popular PvP multiplayer server Operation Blue Flag in DCS since 2015. This server is highly active and offers incredible online action, along with online interactive maps, extensive statistics, and a pilot's logbook. Check it out, Blue Flag 2.5. So all sounding very exciting. Actually, I watched a video from Red Kite where he demonstrates at least one of the missions of this UH-1 Paradise Lost campaign, and it looked like a fair amount of fun. I've not done that much UH-1 flying kind of recently, but it's a fun module, and you're really getting quite close to the actual flying of the machine, because there's no stability augmentation or autopilot or anything like that. So it looks like an interesting little campaign. I would recommend taking a look at that if you're into a bit of helicopter flying. Tog, I guess I'll ask it here as I asked it in the Discord. Russia reported that all traffic between Russia, Belarus and NATO nations is now being stopped. Just curious if that could affect Virpil. I don't know, because they do have the European store, and it's not clear to me whether that's just a warehousing facility or if they actually do any manufacturer assembly there. So honestly, couldn't say. I would direct those questions to Virpil. Yes, as Stu says, probably would. I think there's a decent chance that yes, that will affect Virpil. Welcome, Paul. Welcome to the stream. So further down, they go into more detail about the World War II stuff. We're currently working on visual improvements to the external models and cockpits of the Thunderbolt, Anton and Mosquito. The Mozzie is also receiving an updated set of levels of details, LODs, that will improve performance. Bugs that were present in controls, rearm and refuel procedures, radio and intercom have now been crushed. You can expect these fixes in the next open beta update. The Freya and Wurzburg radars have also received more realistic behaviour. Please find the setup procedure video here. The Bedford and Blitz trucks, which are both free with DCS, can now be used in FARP setups. We are also currently fine-tuning the new fuse system for World War II bombs and containers. Rest assured that more improvements to our warbirds and units will come in parallel with the continued development of DCS Mosquito. That's an interesting one, because I did actually read an update about the Hornet, where they were saying something about having updated fusing for that at some point as well. Let me see if I can actually find that particular post. Or even, was it? In fact, no, it probably wasn't the F18. I guess it must have been the F16. It was one of these, you know, the mini update posts that they do. I feel like I saw one on this topic. Here we go. Yes, update from WAGs on March 28th in the F16 mini updates. Welcome, Irish Pat. Welcome, Paul. In an upcoming Viper update, we'll be adding category fusing options in the SMS control page. Based on the fuse cat, you'll be able to set fuse options. We're starting with cat 1 fuses with the ability to set arming delay value that determines how fast the bomb arms after being released, and the armed delay 2, AD2, that determines the time from impact that the fuse will be activated and detonate the bomb. This now allows delayed fusing. So, and they go through a bunch of different possibilities here for types of fusing. They're only implementing the cat 1s just now, but there are 2, 3, and 4 as well, which is interesting. And then provide us with some pictures of what this will look like in the control page, which looks rather exciting. So yeah, that's a cool addition. Just reading about the World War II fusees made me think of this. I remember reading it at some point. Yes, exactly. Storm Kimbari, Frantic Stone, and dotChuckles all missing on the same day. Yes, the regulars are all gone. I don't know what's going on. Something very exciting must be happening out there in the real world. I wouldn't worry too much about that. Is it around 60% or 70% of BMS yet? Asks Stu. I couldn't tell you. I don't have the faintest idea. I did play a lot of BMS back in the day, and I do fly the F16 in DCS from time to time. There is quite a chunk of stuff still missing. I would say it's probably at around about the 70% of avionics systems being implemented. Do keep in mind, though, that this is a different version of the F16 from the one simulated in BMS. So, you know, it's a little bit different from what BMS simulates. But yes, there is still more avionics simulation going on in BMS than there is in DCS as yet. There are still some missing features. But I have to say, you know, with regards to graphics, the environment, the flight model, and pretty much every other thing, I would say DCS is pretty far ahead. But yes, pure avionics simulation, BMS still wins the day for now, I would say. Tog, the F-16 keeps getting much love. You'll have to completely redo your tutorial videos at this rate. I don't know about completely redo. I'm definitely going to have to do some addendums and some bonus videos. And yeah, there may be the occasional one that needs to be refilmed. But my air-to-air BVR radar modes video is still, I think it's one of my best performing videos ever. It's still getting a lot of views. People consider it to be the de facto standard for explaining how the damn radar works. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. In my humble opinion, it's a decent one. I can't fly the F-16 with the stick extension. Just does not work good. Interesting. So yes, there was that. And then the other thing that happened was we had a small update. This is a pretty small one. Just a bunch of kind of hot fixes for the most part. But I guess the focus really being the Apache. We've got a fix for cold start boost pump failures, the ability to start the engine at higher ambient temperatures, and laser designation by JTAC and using the NVG goggles can create an artifact. I'm wondering, the core DCS world stuff, is there anything particularly exciting there? But no, just some crash fixes really for the most part. And a crash in the Harrier with regards to Maverick launch has been fixed as well. Everybody knows that radar is magic. Yeah, kind of is. It's a little bit magic. So yeah, that's it. That's it for the newsletter. And as I said before, they're promoting this UH-1H Paradise Lost and the Iron Flag Part 1 campaigns, and then they're telling us all to go visit Blue Flag 2.5 on the Buddy Spike server. I've not tried this one yet, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, so definitely worth a look. Then, in the world of Twitter, we have this Razbam post where they're basically trying to continue to tease us with regards to the Strike Eagle. Literally just posted this image, no actual text, so we still don't know exactly when it's coming out, although Razbam have committed to an early access release during the course of 2022. so we will probably expect to see this at some point soonish. Oh, and Stu saying he fixed the boost pump failure using the real manual. That's good. That's good. Well, the bug is fixed in the game now, which is a very good thing, of course. So yeah, as far as the news for this week, as I said at the beginning, it's a very, very slow news week. So that is actually basically the entire thing. There's no other news for this week, which makes me wonder, is there something big on the way? Now, I think we can rely on the fact that there are going to continue to be interesting updates for the Hind and Apache, for sure, and perhaps even further tweaks to this new Fleur model that we have, which as of, I don't think it was this hotfix, but the previous open beta patch, the Harrier now has it as well. And I've got to say, I put it to good use on Thursday during the VAF's weekly mission, and the quality of the image and the ability to pick out heat sources at distance is massively improved. It's like a night and day difference. The targeting pod in FLIR mode in particular in the Harrier was always a bit sort of barely usable, to be fair, and now it's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Irish Pat can't wait for the Strike Eagle. And Stu says to move the started engine throttle to 95% and then start the engine. It will not start. Interesting. Bill, that's on their Discord as well. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I found this one on Twitter. So looking nice. I'm also really excited for the Strike Eagle. As I've said many times, my Electronic Arts Jane's F-15E Strike Eagle days are, very fond memories. I would say very fond memories. Falklands and F-15 release, exactly. I think we can expect Falklands any day now, and Strike Eagle will happen at some point during the course of this year, in early access, that is. So yeah, as I said, that is all the news for this week. But as always, I'm going to do my little call out to the virtual Air Force. Myself and dotChuckles, who's normally on the stream as well, we are the founders of the virtual Air Force, which is a kind of mil-sim opt-in virtual squadron for DCS. We allow people to join as freelancers and fly any airframe they like with no mandatory training, but we also have numbered squadrons that provide a more mil-sim experience. Currently we've got squadrons for the F-16, the Harrier, the F-18, the F-14, the A-10 and the Apache. And if people would like to fly other aircraft as well, we're always looking for more pilots and more squadron leaders. As long as we basically have people to run those squadrons, then they are a possibility. We do a training flight every Tuesday at 8 PM UK time, and a mission every week on Thursday, also at 8 PM UK time. And we're also generally doing lots of other flights in between times, and we have like a kind of server takeover on Saturdays as well, which is a bit of a laugh. So please, if you have any interest, even if you just want to hang out and chat about aviation or exchange recipes, as Tog and some of the others often do, please join our Discord. The link is in the show notes below. Everybody is welcome, and if you'd like to join one of the squadrons, just pipe up in the general chat and tell us what airframe you like to fly. Bill, I'm hoping this week is calm and quiet before the storm, perhaps the South Atlantic. Well, speaking of storms, the South Atlantic is not, they're no strangers to storms. No Phantom teasers. No, there's been absolutely no information about the Phantom since that teaser trailer, which looked brilliant, by the way. EA days, good times, VAF is life. Yes, indeed. I'm the squadron leader for 3 Squadron in VAF, which is the Harrier Squadron. So if you're a Harrier beast, please come join us. We're looking for more Harrier boys to fill out the squadron. So that is it. That is actually everything I have for this week. A very short one, and sadly no dotChuckles and not that much news. But hey, who knows what happens next week? Could be anything. So as always, I've been Deepak, and every week on a Saturday I release a new premiere of a tutorial video. Currently running a series on the F-18. Next week's video will be all about target of opportunity for JDAMs in the F-18, and that's always followed by the DCS news stream, which just happens to be this thing what you are watching now. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like, and comment. And I'll see you all next time. Fly safe.